it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken, and look at this. Right away, a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things you hear all week in practice. He didn't carry it over into the game.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a toss. This is Geis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. Let's go! 39-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they got it 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams, you've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They give it to Peterson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gain of 26 yards. And the Washington Redskins first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They go play action now. Haskins. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. On the ground with a tight end, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That's good for 28 yards. Final play of the half, Prescott. He can't get him down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go one more.
On first down, Thompson. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mike 54. Ready?
From the 16, Haskins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, watch that. Mike 54.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this throw caught left side. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. To throw is Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. A deep ball for Dotson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A check of the scoreboard there in the third in Baltimore. And it's the Cardinals who have scored to grab the lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Keeps himself upright. Oh, Prescott stripped. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Prescott on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Haskins from his own end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he finds McLaurin, and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped, 10 yards, first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Thompson. And some room to roam now. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On 1st down, this is Geis. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. He's back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
A 26-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First throw of overtime for Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Dallas, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.